In the aftermath of the American Civil War, significant constitutional change came to protect the civil rights of formerly enslaved African Americans. The 13th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution abolished slavery in the United States. The Senate passed the 13th Amendment on April 8, 1864, a full year before the end of the Civil War. In 1865, after the amendment overwhelmingly passed the Senate and barely passed the House of Representatives, Lincoln signed an order sending the amendment to the states for ratification, and the 13th Amendment was ratified on December 6, 1865. 8 months after Lincoln's assassination, slavery in the United States was finally legally abolished. The 14th Amendment addressed what citizenship meant in the United States. First, it granted citizenship to formerly enslaved people, declaring that all persons born or naturalized in the United States were citizens of both the United States and the state in which that person resided. Second, the amendment prohibited states from depriving any citizen the benefits of citizenship without due process or equal protection of the law. Third, it redefined representation for states, overturning the 3/5 compromise of the Constitution. The number of representatives a state would get would be based on all the people in the state, excluding untaxed Indians. However, if states denied any male in the state 21 years or older from voting, that state would risk losing representation in the House of Representatives. Fourth, the 14th Amendment banned Confederate officials from holding elected office, though Congress excused Confederate war debt. Thaddeus Stevens, a notable leader for the Radical Republicans, helped to draft this legislation, which was sent to the states for ratification in 1866 and was ratified in 1868. Proposed in 1869 and ratified in 1870, the 15th Amendment granted African American men the right to vote. According to this amendment, the right to vote shall not be denied or abridged by the United States or by any state on account of race, color, or previous condition of servitude. Ironically, Congress excluded women's suffrage, and women would not gain the right to vote until 1920. Congress intended the Reconstruction Amendments to ensure the civil rights of the formerly enslaved. Nevertheless, Southern states continued to restrict the rights of African Americans, particularly after Reconstruction ended in 1877. Southern white legislators created laws that placed conditions on voting outside the scope of the 15th Amendment, while groups like the Ku Klux Klan and the Knights of the White Camellia used terrorism and violence to intimidate African Americans from going to the polls.